Ultimately, he's a competitor. He's representing Russia. I'm representing the United States. So, in a sense, we're competitors. Not a question of friend or enemy. He's not my enemy.
President Trump defending his relationship with Russian President Vladimir Putin following the NATO summit yesterday. So how's this going to impact the meeting between the two on Monday in Helsinki? Here to weigh in is military analyst and international relations expert, Dr. Rebecca Grant. Doctor, good morning to you.
Good morning.
What'd you think of him calling him not my enemy, not my friend? He's a competitor. He runs that country. I run this one.
Well, Steve, in business, competitor is the person you most want to defeat and get the advantage over. I see this is Trump's style. He wants maximum maneuvering room. He's not going to show his hand. And, you know, China is also watching this. So Trump wants to make sure that Xi Jinping of China knows that he can't get too close to Putin. You know, Trump is playing this, too. So this is all about maneuvering on the chessboard before Helsinki.
And he's at checkers, actually, ironically, right now, to your point. Do you think that something is going to be going on where at the end of it, Trump will essentially be able to leverage the meeting with Putin to help us get a better trade deal with China?
Oh, that's an interesting one. I think there are a lot of factors there. And, you know, we are going to be triangulating with China and Russia for years and years to come. So that's a possibility. But I think there's some other very serious issues. Remember, John Bolton went to Moscow to prepare the groundwork for this summit. Top of the list of the issues will be Syria, where our forces are in close proximity with the Russians at all times. And then some new things, lethal aid to Ukraine. There's a prospect, too, of talking about strategic nuclear forces and the tensions surrounding that. And then don't forget Russia's very, very evil and active cyber activity. That's just the beginning of a long list of issues.
And of course, the president made it very clear a couple of days ago he's going to ask him about the meddling. Let's see what Mr. Putin does have to say about it. But at the end of the summit, Doctor, people are wondering, will it come off great? Keep in mind, after he left NATO, you know, he'd blown up NATO to wind up getting a commitment for more money faster. And then he kind of blew up Theresa May yesterday saying, yeah, she's screwing up Brexit. So if he comes away from the Putin meeting and it's just, you know, warm and fuzzy, that might not be a good optic, would it?
Well, and back to NATO for a minute, because NATO did agree to a lot of activities, and really it was a pretty good communique in the end. Putin is well aware of that. The deliverable from this summit is hard to read. It may be a love fest, it may be confrontational, but what I see is both of them will be taking the measure of each other. This will not be their last meeting. So we'll see if it's anything concrete or if they're just trying to work on some specific issues and figure out where they stand. Remember, Trump is a much, much, much stronger presence. This is totally different from Putin's last meeting with Obama.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right. Dr. Rebecca Grant joining us today from D.C. Doctor, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, some